Hello and welcome to Boredom Sighted. My name is Boris,
And I'm Michael.
and we're here to go over the top five sci-fi movies of the 80s.
Correct. Let me start off
Should
first. Let me
go
start off
ahead.
first because it's gonna be fun. Number five I have is Flash Gordon. That's right,
Eh,
the
that-
campy, wonderful, colorful Flash with the great Queen um, music to inspire you for days.
yes, Flash Gordon is definitely a really good one. My number five was Battle Beyond the Stars.
Oh
Nothing
wow!
like like a ragtag losers joining together and beating the Empire together.
That was basically the Magnificent Seven in space, and the
There was
funny
five of them. There was five of them
well,
though.
it's supposed to be the Magnificent. Well,
I know.
the funny part was what was it? First of all, the boob, the boob, the boob ship.
Yes.
And the second part of that was Robert Vaughn, who was one of the guys there, was in the original Magnificent Seven. So I was like,
Yes.
well, hey,
Hey, that's true. I mean,
wasn't
to a degree, but
yeah,
it's still in space.
yeah, wasn't that a Roger Corman movie?
Yes, it is. It is a
Yeah,
Roger Corman
he gave us
movie.
great B movies in the 70s and 80s. All right,
Yes.
my number four is Aliens. That's the second movie by directed by James Cameron. That was that was amazing, and we all loved Corporal Hicks. Game over, man. Game over.
Yes. So that was your number four. Very
Yep.
interesting. So my number four was, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree, but Empire Strikes Back.
Well, that's a great movie. It's
It's
a
well,
entertaining.
that is number four. Everybody's number.
Wow, that's personal opinion, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's still amazing.
Yes.
Um, wow. Well, my number three is Empire Strikes Back. So there you go. Let's talk
That's
more about it.
as
Uh,
I guess that's why we're friends.
yeah.
We almost have exactly the same taste.
What did you like? What did you like about Empire Strikes Back? Since we're
So the the real great part of Empire Strikes Back uh, is the constant like switch and betrayals and new things popping up. It was just like wow,
yeah,
when they were betrayed by their friend, it was like oh, and when he's like Luke, I am your father.
yeah.
It was like wow, what?
It
you
re-
know,
it really really felt like the entire movie from beginning to end was they're constantly on the run, going from place to place, and you didn't know who to
yeah,
trust. And yeah, it always felt like, oh hey, they're up against the wall. They scored their victory in the first movie, but now they're like having to pay for it. Yeah.
yes. All these twists, yeah, it was really good.
What's your number three?
My number three is Star Trek: Wrath of Khan.
Ah, this is the reason why we're friends.
So that was look, you can't beat Khan when it
Well,
comes to sci-fi in the
if you
80s.
happen to go to Matarion Nebula, you can.
That's true. That is true.
One
So
of the
what's your
aspects. Oh,
number
sorry.
two?
One of the aspects of that movie as well, because it's on my list as well, is
Yeah.
it had great music. That's the same thing with Empire, and I mean Star Wars and Star Trek both had great music that made you feel something like something
Yes.
special. All right, so my number, oops, my number, what's it we up to? Number two,
Two.
two, Predator, the first Predator,
Red.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. It first was I love the fact that it first was um, an action movie, and then it turns out to be a horror movie, a sci-fi horror movie type of thing. It's just a nice
Right.
change of pace.
Okay, that's very interesting because my number two is Aliens.
Oh, there you go. All this look pretty similar.
Pretty much, yeah. I
uh,
mean, in my opinion,
yeah,
that was just such a bug hunt type of
yeah,
movies,
yeah,
and it was just it just everything. It's coming together. People who disagree having to work together to
yeah,
survive.
Yeah.
and just the constant horror and threat, and the creature was just way overpowering.
I think there's quite a few parts of that movie that are just like pulse pounding, but I really loved. I think the last scene when Sigourney Weaver's character had to go after Newt was
Yes.
captured, and you can tell she is scared out of her mind. She's
Yep.
putting all the weapons together, whatever it is, but she's like, and you feel that. You really feel that. She's going into this place, and
Right.
that little radar thing that goes,
Yep.
it's almost like a heartbeat, and it's
Yep.
like this is like it just adds to the scary atmosphere of it. It's like, oh,
Right. So, your number one.
number one, Star Trek Two: The Wrath of Khan.
Well, since we've already discussed that, I'll tell you my number one, and we can discuss that because we didn't.
Sure.
It's my number one is Predator.
Oh, gee. Well, since we discussed that, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Uh,
but before we let's discuss Predator. But before we end, I do have an honorable mention,
Sure.
and I do want to discuss the honorable mention for a reason.
Definitely.
So, Predator, the Predator, it's Arnold, it's a group,
Yeah.
it just has all those the aspects of a great uh, you know, sci-fi movie and everything that I liked in all the previous movies of,
Yeah.
working together, constant surprise,
Yeah.
overcoming something that's way more powerful than you,
Yeah.
and all of that. So it really brings all the
Yeah.
previous movie lists, I think, into this epic peak.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, I'll go a little. I'll add just one more thing. Oh, actually, hold on. That was. I'll go down my honorable mention. Okay.
Okay.
My honorable mention is The Last Starfighter. Simply
Uh,
because that movie deserves. It doesn't have to be remade. I think I don't like reboots and remakes because they never capture the same spirit of the original. But
yeah,
I think the graphics, they could do wonders with it because I
yes.
think I don't have any graphic background, but even I could probably figure out a way to make that thing look better than it did now.
Right.
I mean, it's just
So, yep, that's
incredible.
fantastic. So my honorable mention,
Yeah.
the reason I'm putting it on is
Yes.
because we were doing movies of the 80s, but I
Yes.
really want to talk about the new release of Dune. So my honorable
Dune. Okay.
mention is Dune from the 80s, which I
Okay.
thought was fantastic.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah,
I know people had some problems with it because when I first saw it, I didn't understand a lot of the things. I hadn't read the book at the time.
right.
Um, and now that I've read the book several times over, it's pretty good. There's some weird things here and there, like when they're talking to they're mentally they're thinking, and you don't really see that much in movies because the
Right.
old show don't tell, and it's a little confusing
Right.
for the audience. But still, it was pretty faithful to the book, the original book, I thought.
Yes. But sort of going up to the new release of Dune that's supposed to be coming out,
Yes.
all the images and everything I saw of
Yeah.
it looks phenomenal with the modern special effects and all of that. It looks amazing.
Yeah. 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 We see
Yeah.
how well the actors gel and sound. Um,
Right.
yeah. I mean, uh, do you remember? I know we're going a little off topic, but still in Dune. Do you remember the sci-fi version that was
Yes.
on TV? That one I
That was
thought.
closer to the book, but it just didn't have that grandeur thing that the movie had.
Well, I had two problems with that. The first is the guy they cast as Gurney Halleck in the sci-fi one. He
Yeah.
was an older gentleman, like I don't know, maybe 70s or 80s, and he didn't look like he could. He looked like he was huffing and puffing after every. Gurney Halleck's supposed to be a
Yes.
warrior, poet type of musician type of guy. He's supposed to be a fighting man, and this guy looks
Yes.
like he's an old timer.
Yes, yes. No, I agree. I mean, there was some
Yeah,
issues. They tried to make it closer to the book, but they
yeah.
sacrificed a lot for doing that. So,
And
but
also,
anyway,
one other thing is just a quick is was it William Hurt
yeah,
was who played Leo Atreides. He's terrible. He's literally a charisma vacuum. Once he's in the room, all charisma goes to him and it dies. He's just boring. Sorry. That's me.
Well, anyway, so that's our sci-fi of the 80s, even though we talked about some 2000 and new releases.
Yeah.
So if you enjoyed this, please subscribe, like, leave comments, leave arguments, leave statements. Give us your top 5.
Yes.
And this is Boredom Sated Boris, and this is Mike. Thank you. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.